Okay, Assalamualaikum. A very good afternoon to all. Welcome to this session. And my name is Rohana, and I'm a PhD candidate from UPM, from FSKTM UPM. So this session is entitled Personal Branding, and it has been brought to us by Pollutant Research Centre, Educational and Research Desk, Multimedia University, and IEEE MMU Student Branch. Okay, before we go further into our session, I would like to welcome our speaker, Ms. Ameera Aqiela. And I would like to go through some of the details for us to get to know her. Okay. Ms. Ameera Aqiela holds a degree in environmental science from the University of Manchester, United Kingdom. She was awarded with the JPA scholarship to pursue her undergraduate degree. She has great passion in business and marketing, where she co-founded her own since high school. She has helped hundreds of fresh graduates and young professionals with resume writing, interview preparation, and secure their dream jobs. Her participations come from all over the world, including London, Brunei, Bangladesh, and Malaysia. Currently, she is contributing her leadership, knowledge, and skills at HRD Corp as a digital marketing associate in the corporate communication department. Okay, without further ado, before I pass the floor to Ms. Aqiela, I would like to go through some of the ground rules. All participants are advised to mute themselves. You can on the video if you are comfortable with. Okay, this session will be recorded, and if you have any questions, there will be a Q&A session at the end of the talk. Okay, feel free to send the question in the chat, and I will read through once the speaker ends the talk, so that we can have a Q&A session at the end. So without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to Ms. Aqiela.
Welcome. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rohana, for the kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being today. I'm actually outstation, so currently I am outside. So I would like to apologize for the noise if you guys can hear it on my background. Apologize for that, but I hope you can still hear my voice clearly and I'm able to give and share my knowledge today with everyone. Right, let me just share my screen first. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing how you want to upgrade your LinkedIn account. So I LinkedIn last year around July. I've actually LinkedIn account since 2019, but then I've consistently do some sharing and content creation on the platform starting last year. So I think around 6 months or more than that, around less than a year, I've managed to grow my community on the platform up to 8,000 now. The key here is how you want to get attractions, of the community and the online, have an online presence on the platform is through consistent content creation. And you do have to have consistent engagement with your community on the platform, connect with the right people, have a genuine relationship with them. These are a bit about myself, right? So as Rohana have mentioned, I am at HRD Corp, so Human Resource Development Corporation. We have actually a government agency under the Ministry of Human Resource, right? So if you want to learn more what HRD Corp do and what we have done and the government initiative that we have produced and the services we provided, please just go to our website, hrdcorp.gov.my, right? Okay, now, I hope you guys have heard about LinkedIn before. So what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is actually a social media, just like specific for for people, the professionals in the industry. So you want to build your personal branding. So you do need to have a platform where you want to polish up and build your personal brand. And I would definitely recommend go into LinkedIn. Now, if you build your presence on the platform, you are able to get the attention of the recruiter, attention of the people from the industry, attention of the right professionals that you want to connect with. And trust me, because all of this, you guys are able to get a lot more opportunity, and the opportunity is the possibility is endless. You know, it's infinity. If you build your presence, if you do consistent content creation, you engage with the right people, a lot more opportunity gonna come your way. It can be an invitation to speak, it can be a job opportunity, it can be a collaboration with brand, with a well-known brand, you know. So all this can come your way just by building your personal brand on the platform. And how you want to do that? So first, I'm gonna be separating the talk into 4 different parts. First, I'm gonna talk how you want to set up your profile on LinkedIn, and I'm sure this session, as a workshop, is able to cater a beginner who has never heard about LinkedIn before. So after this session, I hope you guys are able to be your own your own account on the platform, right? And second, I'm gonna be talking about content creation. Now, content creation is where the personal branding skills comes in. How you want to, what are the right content you want to put in? What are the type of sharings that you want to put out there? And when you want to post it on the platform, how consistent, what is the frequency and stuff like that. I'm going to be talking that in the second part. Third, how you want to secure jobs through LinkedIn. Now, nowadays, jobs, you don't really have to go to find jobs. Jobs can actually go and find you. How you want to do that is by getting the attention and attraction from the recruiter. When you showcase your strength, when you showcase your interest, these are able to actually get the attention of the hiring manager or the bosses or the people that are looking for your skill set, your experience and stuff like that, right? So we are no longer looking for jobs, but jobs are actually looking for us. Especially nowadays, it is the talent or the employee market. So a lot of employees nowadays are changing jobs, so a lot of opportunities are on demand right now. So people are looking for you instead of you looking for jobs, right? So we're going to talk about that. And number 4, how you want to build relationship, meaningful engagement on the platform, right? So these are all, when you incorporate and synchronize all of these elements, you are actually building your personal brand. At the same time, you're not only going to build your presence professionally on the platform, at the same time, you are able to get all of these opportunities that are going to come your way just by showcasing and sharing all of your experience and skill set. Okay, now building a personal brand on LinkedIn, I don't want you to aim for perfection, but with all social media, with all platforms that we have nowadays, what I want you to do is aim for progress. Even if you think that your account is not perfect enough, you still have some features that you haven't used yet or some tools that you haven't explored, it's okay. As long as you signed up and you have the account on LinkedIn platform, then build up from there, optimize probably on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, just aim for progress. Now that's the aim for today, okay? And even on my own account, on my LinkedIn, I do have a lot of things that I've yet to optimize. So there's a lot more opportunity for me to build up my account. So that's why I said, don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Okay, number 1, how you want to set up your profile. I'm going to break down the profile page, okay? So first you have your background header. How you want to do this, put something like what Fadila Fakri do here, right? You have your own photo, a bit of a quote about what is your goal objective in your career or personal development, and a brief of what you do. So for her, she's a freelance MC or volunteering. So it goes back to what is your niche, what is your main skills that you want to showcase to the world. Are you a researcher? Are you a digital marketer? Or are you a copywriter? So what are those? Mention it in your background header, your contact details, right? So if the people are really interested to work with you, or they have an opportunity open up in their company, they want to offer to you and they think that you are the right candidate, they can contact you right away. So put in your contact details, telephone number, as well as your email. Okay, right. Then we go to the profile photo. Okay, for profile photo, make sure you have your face really brightens up, right? So it will be better if you just have your photo up until your shoulder. That's enough, right? So on LinkedIn platform, the approach is that if you want to see more, if you want to see as a friendly account, as an account that are people easily to approach, then what you want to do in your profile photo, you have photo that just showcase your face up until your shoulder. That's enough. Okay. So when you have a background header and you have your profile photo set up, people are more likely to engage with you, are more likely to give you a DM, are more likely to connect with you, right? So that's the key on how you want to get more connection on the platform. Okay. And then have an attractive headline. So headline is like SEO. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it, but SEO is how you want to optimize keywords. So on LinkedIn, it's much different from Instagram. So for Instagram, for example, if you want to look for pastry cafe or stuff like that, if you try to find it on the search column, you are unlikely to find it really easily. But on LinkedIn platform, if you have the right keyword on your headline, people can easily find you. So for example, if a chemical engineer jobs, or you want to be an engineer for a certain industry, mention it in your headline. For example, aspiring chemical engineer in the manufacturing industry, for example, go to LinkedIn and find talent on the platform. So if they, for example, they require an employee they are able to do or have this kind of background, they just search the keywords, and if you have that in your headline, they will definitely find you, and probably they will DM you to go and invite you for an interview, stuff like that. Okay. Now, other bit is that if you do provide services, right? So there are some students out there, even though they are studying engineering, but they are able to do graphic design, or they are able to produce video or edit video. They put it in the providing service column. So if you want to do freelance work, you want to get more sales, you want to provide more services, you want to increase more client, you want more client in to this year, you can actually put it in the providing service column, right? It can be anything. For example, like mine, I put resume review, interview preparation, public speaking, marketing consultant, content marketing, whatever it is, whatever that you guys are able to provide, right? If you think that you want to make extra money from it, or you just wanted to do it on a voluntary basis, you want project that is related to that, you can just put it in the service column. Okay. Even if you are a student right now, or you're a PhD, you are studying PhD, but if you are able to do something outside of that particular core skills, you can also put it in the service column. Okay. If you go down to your LinkedIn account, you can see the about section. Now, about section is actually your chance to tell your background, interest, and expertise. Now, this is actually really, really important. Why? Because when people go to your account, the first bit that they're going to see is the summary about you. So tell your story in this section. If you can see in the example that I've attached here, she do it really, really well, right? So she typed in her summary, telling her story as if she is talking. So if you go here, you can definitely just know that she's a content master, she's a business owner, she's a slow runner, bendy yogi, and writer. Right. I want you to understand that professionalism, if you put in something funny or something outside of your career, that does not mean you're professional. So even if you put something about bendy yogi, or you're a slow runner, or things that you feel really interested doing, your passion or your hobby, stuff like that, it is okay. As long as you are genuine, you know, you are honest about it, and people are able to feel it, or people are able to, as if they are having a conversation with you when they read your about, that's really, really good. Okay. And what you want to have is something impressive in your about section. So what it is that you put in any awards, or put in your collaboration with big brands that you've done in the past in your about section, right? You want to put something that is really unique and personalized about you, so people are able to remember. When they go first into your account, they already know, hey, this person is a slow runner, right? It's something that people are not expected to read on your about section. It's something that is somehow, I would say, different, right? So it's really different. So anything that is unique to you, put it in the about section. And you have to remember the things that you put out there, it means that you are increasing your vulnerability, right? So make sure you put out the right thing that you want to share with the world, that you are able to share, and you are brave enough. If there's anything that will come your way, I would say, like perhaps cyberbullying or stuff like that, you are able to confront that, right? You are able to overcome that. You have the mental strength to fight with that. So put out there whatever that you thing that you are able to share, okay, with the whole world. Okay, don't just list your skills and job titles. Don't do that. Bring life to why those skills matter. Now, if you can see here, she is a huge advocate for sustainability, extravagant plant-based cooking, and the low-carbon freelancer life. Okay, so this is something that showcase her life value. So bring life to your about section, story about yourself, and this is actually the most personal piece of content marketing. Right after this, I'm going to be sharing a lot more about content creation, what type of content you want to share on LinkedIn platform, how you want to build your personal brand through that. But whatever it is, you need to be consistent on your LinkedIn platform or whatever platform that you want to use, your chosen platform to build your personal brand. But I definitely recommend LinkedIn. You want to make sure that your sharing or your content runs into or falls into the circle of themes that you have used, right? So for example, if you are a researcher, all of your content somehow relates back to as being a researcher. Or for example, if you are an advocate about sustainability, whatever sharing that you do, all of it will definitely circle back about sustainability. Okay, so in building your personal brand, you need to make sure that you have the right team. Okay, you have to have the right team, and those team are aligned with your life value, and it showcases your unique personality. At the same time, you don't need to have, you don't consume a lot of time just to draft all of this content, because it comes naturally to you, because it's really what you believe in and you're really passionate about. So talks about those in terms of content creation later on. Okay, so this is the about section in the LinkedIn profile, and then we go to activity. Okay, so on LinkedIn, like I said, if you want people to find you as a potential employee or a potential staff for their company, you need to make sure you let them know that you are alive, right? So at least letting them know, building your online presence on the platform, they are able to know that you are alive. Okay, because nowadays there's only a few alternatives on how employer or recruiter are able to find talent, right? It's either you guys deposit your resume on the job marketplace, right? So that's one. Or you go to career fair, right? You try to meet them face to face and stuff like that. Okay, which is I would say a low probability, because there's only how many career fair frequency throughout the year, right? Or the other thing that you can do right now is by building your presence on LinkedIn, right? Like I mentioned, recruiter find talent, find employee on the platform. They use the SEO, they use the search bar, the search column to find you. So engage with them, like them. If you don't want to post anything, you can at least like, comment, or share any post that you think really resonate or align with your value. Okay, now on the platform, in order for you to further enhance your brand, right, as a person, you need to do a long form post. Okay, long form post. So it's the approach is different from Instagram, from Twitter, from TikTok. On LinkedIn, you need to have long form posts, which will definitely showcase your thoughtful leadership and a person of perspective. If you want to attach a photo to it, go for it. But if you have a longer writing on the platform, you are able to get more attention from the people of the community on LinkedIn. And don't worry, so far my journey on LinkedIn, I think I've been consistent on the platform more than a year now. I love it. The people there are very encouraging, right? I don't get any cyberbullying so far, right? People have been really positive. The circle of people that join my followings are just great. So try it on your own and see what type of community you're able to build on the platform. And the key here is that you need to be consistent with anything really in life. You need to be consistent in order to see the outcome. And things have been unbelievable, right? So I started just sharing about resume, about stuff like that, and now I have spoken and being invited to a lot of universities and platform like this, NGO, government agency, and all of this opportunity comes just because I started my sharing on LinkedIn platform. And I've even been offered opportunity jobs from MNC, from global company, a lot of company. I'm really grateful for the opportunity given, and I'm actually changing to a new company next month, right? So all come because of LinkedIn, because of the personal branding that I have been doing on my own account. Okay. Right. Other than that, how you want to build your personal brand on LinkedIn? Talk about your experience. Talk about your past work. Anything that you've done in the past. If it is just a project, put it in the experience bit. If it's a employment, put in the experience bit. And make sure you talk about what you have achieved, right? The achievement that you have made, the impacts and the changes that you have made in the company. And if you want to make it more wow, you want to make it more impressive, put in the metrics of achievement, right? So if you go into a company or you do something, definitely there is a KPI or a numbers that you have to achieve. It could be qualitative, it could be quantitative, right? So those are the things that you want to put in the bullet point in your experience part. If you have any media or any photo that you are giving presentation at a conference, or photo that you are giving talk in front of an audience, photos that you are doing some experiment in the lab, put it in the experience bit. Any documents that are able to be shared with the world, put it in slides or whatever it is. Where is it possible, just put it in the experience section. Okay. And if you work or you liaise with big brands like the Star or the Edge, or I don't know, whatever media or brand, Coca-Cola, stuff like that, put it in the experience bit. Okay, put it in the bullet point. If you are able to leverage and articulate your story with all of these big brands, you are able to push up your credibility and your personal brand. Okay, and you have to remember, all of the thing that you do, even if it's just a small achievement or the achievement that you made within a week, or the things that you've done even in just a small scale, that is also considered as an achievement. Okay, no achievement is small. So make sure you put those in the experience bit. Do not belittle yourself, do not discourage yourself. Put it in there, and you might be surprised who wants to connect with you to learn about that. Okay, so that's the experience bit. And then the education, right? Education is simple. Just put your institution, the syllabus, what and where did you learn. If you have any photo you want to include, put it in there. If you want to list out the module that you took, put it in there. Any extracurricular activity that you've done in your degree or university or whatever it is, any awards, you can just put in your education. Like I mentioned, aim for progression, don't aim for perfection. So I'm sure this is my education journey. I also have a lot more optimization that I can definitely do in terms of listing out my module, the things that I've learned in my university. Can definitely do that. So do the same, okay? Right. And then go to the volunteering experience. Okay. When you build your personal brand, you want to also showcase that you have the generosity. You do contribute back to the community. You are not a selfish person. You are not only building yourself, but you are somehow rippling that effect with the community or the people around you. Whatever it is, things that you do for free because you believe in its cause, right? Things that you do because you want to make an improvement in your society, right? Things that you contribute, just the skill set that you have or the experience that you have, you contribute back. Whatever it is, please put some explanation in the volunteering work that you do, because sometimes some of the candidate or the participants I have had in the past, they put like they are a head of or they are like a project director for a event or for a organization, and the name of the organization is just an acronym. So in the resume, she's a project director for ICKKW, which I don't know what is ICKKW, right? So if you don't explain or give a bit of context of who is the community that you're impacting of, or what are the objective for this particular organization, or what are the movement that you guys are currently doing. If you don't put any context, I will not be able to understand, right? Because I am not studying in that university. I've never heard about ICKKW before. So make sure put in some explanation in the volunteering part. Whatever it is, you can just briefly explain in the bullet point or description section, okay? Now that's that. And then your skills. Okay. In order for you to build your personal brand, you need to tell people what are the skills that you have, your talent, okay? The things that you have built in the past, all of your strength, put it in the skill section. I think you can list out until hundreds of skills that you have. I think on my platform, on my account, I have more than 40 skills. And if you have worked with anyone, please ask them to endorse your skills, okay? This will further give a recognition and further build up the validation of the skills that you said that you have, right? If you want to further build that, you can also take skill quiz. Okay, skill quiz on the platform. I think it's it's simple. you just have to take some MCQ questions, some just MCQ, yeah. So you just go on the platform and take skill quiz. If you say that you have you are good at Excel or you are good at Microsoft Word, okay, take this skill quiz to further validate and give recognition to your skill set. Okay. Right. So any skills that you have, just list on the platform. Okay. Next is the license and certifications. Okay. If you do learn something outside of your core work or outside of your core skill set, this showcase person that has a great curiosity, and you are a lifelong learner person because you are using your time really wisely, right? You have your free time and you want to do that to learn new things. How you want to do this is go to online learning platform, digital platform like eLatte or Google Digital Garage or like Coursera, Udemy, any online digital learning, right? And take any type of certificate and put it on your LinkedIn account. Because sometimes we are a lifelong learner, right? We go on YouTube, we learn about a lot of things. Like myself, even though I study environmental science, but I learn about Google ads, I learn about Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, all of those advertisement from YouTube, right? However, YouTube are not able to give through your learning, so you still need to go to online digital learning platform like eLatte, Google Digital Garage to get that certificate and put it on your LinkedIn platform. Okay. This will definitely showcase to the recruiter or the people that are visiting your profile that you are a person has the attitude of willing to learn new things. Okay. Now, next is awards and language. Okay, refresh back your memory if you have received any awards or recognition, whatever it is, any scholarship, if you win any competition, the language that you can talk, put it in this section. Okay. People really want to know you are a person that is very competitive also, right? You are a person they are able to convince or persuade a line of judges, right? Sorry. So this will further boost up your self-credibility. Okay, put it in this section. Now, recommendation. Okay, on LinkedIn platform, this is actually really, really important, but you take some time, you know. Okay, like if you go to Shopee or you go to Amazon or you go to eBay, when you want to buy something, right? When you want to buy an item, you go to the review section, right? You want to see if this item is good, what are the people talking about this item, if I buy it, is it gonna be worth it and stuff like that. So it goes the same for your account. If I'm a recruiter and you say that you have a great communication skills, what does others talk about you, right? Does others also say that you are great, right? Like you mentioned. Okay, if you say you are good at giving presentation, right, is others also saying the same, right? Are they giving the same feedback as what you said? Okay, so building for the trust, okay, building trust on the platform. How you want to do that? Definitely get recommendation from people. Okay, you can actually ask your friends, right? Start by asking friends, your lecturer or your co-worker. Okay, ask them to leave a recommendation in your profile. At the end of your profile, if you scroll, go to the end, definitely that you can see a recommendation section. Ask them to leave a recommendation about you. Okay, if they have worked with you before, ask them to give a genuine feedback about your work ethic, right? About how you as a person. Okay, whatever it is, this can actually also teach you how to be helpful and respectful, because if they are giving their time to articulate a small paragraph about you, then at the same time you are also trying to help them in any way that you can. Okay, so it's like a mutual benefit, you helping them, they helping you, and this showcase that each person that you meet is actually an asset. Okay, you will never know who can help you boost your life in any aspect. It could be your career journey. It could be your personal journey, whoever it is. Okay. For example, Alia Jamaluddin gave a feedback about me. Okay. She gave a recommendation, and I would never know if she's gonna be working with my next boss, perhaps, right? Or with my next employer. And my next employer saw this and she said, "Hey, Ali has a great work ethic, and she's saying about this about Ameera. Why not I approach her, right? Approach her, because I do have a opening for a marketer perhaps. So I want to learn more about her and how she can actually contribute to the company. So we set up an interview session. We set up a small meeting, right? So those kind of opportunity comes your way when you optimize your LinkedIn platform. Okay, do take some time on this part. Okay, it's okay. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Okay, take your time. Now, second, we talk about content creation. Okay, how you want to do this is by making sure you build your personal brand and the content that you share revolve around the theme that you have chosen. Okay, for example, for myself, or if you can see other person that are really famous on LinkedIn, they talk about only like 3 or 4 things that really resonate with their life value. For example, advocate about mental health, advocate about career progression, talk about interview. That's it. You know, your team don't have to be so huge. Okay, the more niche, the more specific content that you talk about, the much more easier for you to attract the right people, and the much more easier for you to build your community. Okay, and you have to remember, when you do some sharing, when you create content, you are being vulnerable. So make sure you be authentic with yourself and be brave to put yourself out there. Okay, if you feel like, oh, if I share about my achievement, my friends might say that I'm bragging or stuff like that, put those mindset away. Okay, you have to advocate about yourself. If you don't talk about you being proud of your achievement, who else, right? Who else gonna do it? So if you do anything, any achievement or any progress in your project, any milestone, just share it on the platform. Be brave, okay? And you will never know what type of conversation you can lead to when you share these kind of things. Okay, this you can actually find from LinkedIn University on how you want to build your personal brand on LinkedIn. If you can see, there's 10 different items that is being shared here. Number 1, like I mentioned, be authentic. Number 2, you create a headline that could keyword search. So put in the right keywords. Okay, avoid cliche. Like I said, if you go just now to the about section of the first I shared, she said that she's a slow runner, which is something not cliche. It's out of the box. So it's really unique and creative about her. So anything personalized to yourself, put that in. Number 4 is be visible. How you want to do that? Consistent like, consistent comment, consistent sharing, consistent posting and stuff like that. Be visible on the platform. Build brand association. Okay, by building your LinkedIn network, you're building your personal brand as well. So connect with a colleague. Okay, connect with the employee that is working in your dream company, or connect with the recruiter, with the hiring manager. Okay, number 6, add to your knowledge. Number 7, share in LinkedIn groups. I think in Malaysian landscape, LinkedIn groups are not so active right now, but I think in the future, definitely LinkedIn groups are growing, but I'm not sure in other part of the world. But if you do join any LinkedIn groups, do some sharing on there, react to their posting, give your thoughts in the comment section, stuff like that. Number 8, be personal. Okay, so when you connect with them, or you saw their posting on your feed, okay, because of that particular posting, you were really interested to learn more about them. So when you connect, you can actually add a personal note to them. For example, hey Ameera, I want to connect with you because I joined your talk today about blah 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 blah. Happy to be connected and learn more about your sharing, stuff like that. Okay, be personal. Okay, when you connect with them, try to see what are the elements of their sharing, or what are the elements in their background or their professionals career profile that you are really interested to know more. So that's why you connect with them. So be personal. Number 9, be consistent. Like I mentioned, building your personal brand, you really need to be consistent. How you want to do this, I will share later on. Okay, number 10, give generously. Okay, when I say give generously, it doesn't have to be item, it doesn't have to do something related to financial support or whatever. You can just give kind words, you know, give some inspirations, give some congratulations, thank you, stuff like that. Or if you have some views about something, because you are the subject matter expert, maybe about digital marketing or stuff like that, you can also share it to them if they ask you lah. Or if you have some improvement suggestion for them as a person, or just a general suggestion for them to boost up their career, stuff like that, you can just DM to them. Okay, So always give generously. Okay, how you want to do content creation consistently is by having content bank. Okay, have you guys ever heard about content bank? So this is where you dump all of your draft in the content bank. So I usually just put all of my draft in either my slides. So I have a slides for each day. For example, from Monday, from today, sorry, today's Monday, right? Yeah. From today until Sunday, I have draft all of the content, right? So I have already know what I just need to copy and paste every morning. So I already know what I want to share today, what I want to share tomorrow, and the days after, right? So have your content bank, okay, in you can just have it in your WhatsApp or wherever is easy for you to get access to. But I usually just put it in my Google Slides, which I can definitely access through my phone. So put it in there, and every morning I just copy and paste. Okay. Now, what are the things that you want to share about? Okay, Ameera, what are the content that I should post out? You can talk about anything as long as it revolves around your team, and you talk about personal and professional development. Okay, number one, you can talk about project. Anything you are currently involved with, or you are building, or you are exploring, you can talk about that. You can talk about your internship experience. What are the things that you have learned? Maybe you have a picture with your teammates or a picture with your colleague, with your boss. Post it on the platform and talk about what you have learned from them. What have they inspired you about? What are the things they have the curiosity they managed to trigger on you to learn more about it, right? Any part-time job that you've done, or if you are a brand ambassador for any brand like Maybank or Nestle, talk about that. Okay, you can also talk about passion that you really like to do, or things that you are really believe in. What, why, how. I know that there's some people that like to talk about mental health, you know. They really advocate about mental health because they have experienced it themselves. And when they do this type of sharings, they are able to resonate with people that are going through the same thing. Okay, and from this showcase you are really brave and you find ways to actually help others as well. Okay, so talk about anything that you like. It can be also about tips and trick, involvement, achievement, life lessons, learning. If you took a new course and you want to do like a summarization of notes and share it on the platform, it might be useful to others. Or you want to share about a summarization about my talk today and tag me, you know, and talk about it on your LinkedIn and post it online. Okay, you can do that as well. Okay, what are the elements that you want to have in your content? Number one, definitely values. Okay, people love to consume, social loves to consume, so always give value. Number two, make sure your content is really easy to digest. Okay, break down like your bullet points. Okay, you can also use emoji to make it more interesting, more colorful. Okay, and number three, make it relatable. Okay, resonate with your audience or the things that you are going through. For myself, perhaps people that are still in the early career, like a few years in their career, I will resonate with that kind of audience. Or people that are also, I talk about a lot related to fresh graduates or professionals that are on job hunting mode right now. So the people that may be in the same boat as you can also take this as an opportunity of self-reflection, things that you have learned, you have observed. Perhaps there's some challenges that you have countered and you want to talk about how you overcome that. You can definitely put it in the sharing. And number four, this one, if you are able to get a conversation, right? You get a conversation going. People ask questions in the comment section, or people give their opinion. Okay, whatever it is, if you are able to trigger and start a conversation from your content, this showcases that your content is really good. You can actually also end your content or end your writing with the questions. Okay, ask them to actually leave an opinion, or ask them what's their opinion about this and stuff like that. Okay, so invite people to get on conversation in the comment section. Okay, these are some of example posts that I made. I talk about my degree graduation journey, the challenges that I have faced, and how I actually overcome it. This post received a 956 like and a few views, right? Thousands of views. And people like it when we share about the things that we have been through, and it also acts as an opportunity for me to reflect and give my thanks to the universities, to my scholars, to my A-level college that I go to. And it was really surprising that some of my past lecturer also comment, you know. So it's this is some type of post that you can actually do and do some sharing. Okay, for this one example, I talk about interview tips, so a value added content. So I'm sure you guys do have your own niche and subject matter expert. You can talk about that as well. This one gotten a 70,000 views, and then this one I talk about what I believe in, talk about self-worth and stuff like that. This one gotten 29,000 views. Okay, if you see Ellie Middleton, she's really good with personal branding. So this one, she talks about professionalism. Okay, something that is new. No one has ever talked about this. Okay, it goes the same to you. If you just suddenly get an inspiration that you want to talk about anything, try to post it. Okay, you might be surprised with the attention or the traction that you can get on the platform. This one, she got up to 33,000 likes, and she has been featured on massive media in US, and she's been invited by LinkedIn themselves to talk about this. So those are just amazing. Okay, and because of that, this have actually boosted up her business, because she's a freelancer building personal brand for people. So boost up her business, and she's received a lot more sales and revenue for her small company. At the same time, I think she's also being offered an employment and over full-time employment in a very big company in US. So those things just come from her one posting. Okay, can you imagine that? So please do consistent posting on the platform. It can be about anything. Okay, these are some of the inspirational people that you can actually follow to get more inspiration of how you want to create your content. Fiona Bradley, just content really, really well, really easy to digest. His wording, his structure, the way he articulate, really amazing. Adam Broda, he talks about his experience in interviewing people, in reading resume, his experience as a hiring manager and stuff, marketing, being empathy, compassion. Now, you can see that when I go to, they're going to be sharing, because all of their content revolve around the same thing. Okay, it's much more easier for you to build your personal brand when your content relates to the same thing, okay, consistently. Okay, so Robin, Ellie Middleton, okay, just now, right? Number 3 is how you want to secure your jobs. Okay, how you want to secure jobs through LinkedIn. Like I mentioned, you can either go to the job marketplace in LinkedIn, these futures, just go to jobs and try to find a position that you wanted, or you can also connect with recruiters. The jobs have yet to be uploaded in the job marketplace, or they have yet to upload in their website. So they post it first from their own personal account, so you can connect with them and email directly to them. These are just some example of recruiter that you can find on the platform. Or you can also reach out to the hiring manager. For example, like Adam Broda here, he actually hired a stranger that connected with him from LinkedIn. Okay, so it's really simple. Just PM them in one paragraph. Please don't do spamming, right? Don't spam your messages. Put everything in one paragraph, all the content that you want to reach out, and then put it in really simple ways, something like this. Hi, Adam, I hope you are well. So start by greeting, and then give your, let them know your intention, a bit of brief about your background, right? And what is you're really passionate about. And then you give them your resume. And surprisingly, then Adam Broda invite this guy, right? Invite this guy to an interview, and in the interview are able to elaborate more, convey your story. He can look at the way you communicate, your communication skills, your interpersonal skills, presentation skills, and stuff like that. And if he likes it, I mean, he invited you because he already know you have the potential to join the team. He just wanted to understand you a little bit more, right? And when you are able to showcase your value, how you can add value to the company, definitely you are the probability of you getting the jobs is really, really high. Okay, like Adam Broda did here, he invited this guy to a chit chat session, and this guy actually get the job offer from his company. Okay, this QR code is actually a link redirected to the original post of Adam Broda here. Maybe you can scan that later on. I'm gonna be sharing my deck with the organizers, or perhaps organizer can share it with you guys later. Okay, on LinkedIn, how you want to further build your personal brand? Build relationship. Okay, build relationship. I actually got my own personal career mentor from LinkedIn. Okay, he is a director for a really big video MNC. Sorry, a really big video MNC company. Sorry. So Abdul Halim, Mr. Abdul Halim, I connect with him on LinkedIn, and he saw that I really like to talk about resume. I really like to talk about career preparation, sharing. So he connect with me. We got into DM. He said that he wanted to do a collaboration. So we did a 5-week mentoring program with a small group of audience, all fresh graduate. I think around just 20 to 30 people. So we do a 5-week program together. And after I worked with him, he saw a really big potential in me. So he offered himself to be a mentor to help me in my career journey. And from now on, we have been friends. We meet up once a month just to talk about career journey, things that are happening in my current work, what type of progression that I want to make, my future planning and stuff like that. So these are the things that you can actually get by having meaningful conversation or engagement with people on the platform, right? So try your luck. It's like as if you are trying to trying to get a partner partner on Instagram, or you try, or by replying the story or stuff like that. Okay, it's the same thing at LinkedIn, but in a very professional manner. Okay, you can DM about things that you like the most about what they talk about on their platform. You can actually invite them to collaborate for a project, get on a virtual call, get to know them, stuff like that. Okay, things that you can actually help them if you want to offer, because C-level people or people that are high rank up in the company, they are really busy. So if you are able to help them in any way that you can do, they will somehow definitely wanted to help you as well. So it's like a mutual benefit. You help them, they help you. So anything that you can do, just go for it. Okay, create conversation with them. Again, do not aim for perfection, please aim for progress. Now, before I go to the Q&A session, I want to share with you the initiative by my company, HRD Corp. So e-Latte, I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard about it, but this is an online learning platform, digital online learning platform where you can learn about anything. I think we have more than 500 different courses available. You can go to elatte.hrdcorp.gov.my, sign up and learn anything that you want on the platform. Other than that, if you are on your job hunting journey right now, you're a job seeker, you can go to HPC, so HRD Corp Placement Center. So on this platform, you can find a lot of, I think, thousands of job opportunities available on the platform. Go there, hpc.hrdcorp.gov.my, signed up. And the unique thing about HPC is that you can also get free training and free career coaching, one-to-one career coaching, just by registering your interest on the platform. And if you are an employer, you're looking for talent, you can also advertise any job vacancy that you have on the platform and get tap into the thousands of job seekers that are already registered on the platform, right? So this QR code is actually a Harvard document produced by Harvard University, resume and cover letter tips. So if you are currently building your resume or your cover letter, you can use this as a guidance. Just scan this QR code, or later on, I will definitely share this deck with the organizer. You can scan later after you receive. Okay, and please make sure to follow me on LinkedIn for more career tips and sharing, or if you have any questions, feel free to PM me on LinkedIn as well. Okay, back to you, Rohana. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Aqiela. Very informative sharing, and feel free to ask questions in the chat box. Until now, there is no question posted. So I will allow about 5 to 10 minutes for the question, and I will read it out for the speaker to attend to it. Any questions? Based on the presentation, it has been a very informative, and it even goes through a bit deep down into a bit technical version, but I think it is a very informative for all, and a very fruitful session today. Any questions from the floor? I think you might not be able to unmute yourself, but you can ask in the chat box. If there is no further questions, should we end the session? Okay, and the chat box that is, sorry, Dawood Rafakat, yes, you have a question? You want to speak out or you want to chat? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have my question. I have a question for myself. If maybe the speaker could extend on the, what if a person who have been doing research, right? And then they have other parties from other universities. So does it really increase the potential of joint ventures in the linked network in LinkedIn?
That's a really good question, Rohana. So what what I understand is that you are trying to get more collaboration from other parties to work with you in your research, right?
Yes.
So what you want to do is you can share about the challenges that you've encountered. You know, you trigger interest for other people to come and join you. You talk about your topic a lot because you are a subject matter expert. So you talk about your topic, and if you are able to break it down in a really easily digest content, and you are managed to get the attention of even people they don't have any technical knowledge about your research, you will further increase your personal brand, one, and then also increase the potential of people wanting to collaborate with you. Okay, because in LinkedIn, even if we don't share your post, we just like, that posting or that sharing will circulate with their followers, with their connections as well. Okay, it's not the same like on Instagram or on Facebook. On Facebook, you do have to click the button share in order for that posting to circulate, right? But on LinkedIn, if you just like or you just comment, those things will circulate fast. So the algorithm and the organic reach is much more bigger and much more easier. So that's why the power of LinkedIn is limitless. You can try to do 10 different posting, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and you can see the changes that definitely perhaps, you know, give an impact and changes in your career and personal development. Right. I hope that answered the question.
Sorry for the delay because there's a technical issue here. So there is a few questions. Like I here goes on, they ask about, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Is LinkedIn like Facebook?
Okay, so LinkedIn, yeah.
The algorithm, I mean.
The algorithm, okay, it's different. It's a bit different, you know. Getting organic reach is much more easier on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is also a social media like Facebook, but then it's only catered for professionals in the industry. Okay, Facebook is much more about your personal life, about your hobby, your interest, stuff like that. But for LinkedIn, it's for career or professionals in the industry or in the education system, and stuff like that. Okay, basically people that are building their career and their professional presence on LinkedIn. It's tailored towards that rather than Facebook. Facebook is where we connect with friends and stuff like that, bit layback, right? So it's also a social media like Facebook, but it's tailored for professionals.
Right. So I hope it does answer the question. So for, there is one question from Dawood Rafakat. The question is, how the personal branding impacting on the education when educator deliver his or her lecture? Is that helpful in the class management? Right. Class management, maybe Mr. Rafakat could elaborate more. Is it class management in the LinkedIn or how? Or if waiting for Mr. Dawood, I could go. Maybe the speaker can ask the second question. Can you please explain about creator mode in LinkedIn?
Okay, so creator mode on LinkedIn is turned on when you like to create, right? When you like to create stuff on LinkedIn, because there's a lot of features and tools. Like I said, aim for progressions. I have not published any article. You know, I haven't published any article on the platform, which I can definitely do to further boost up my personal brand. And then I have never done a newsletter. There's a special features on platform on LinkedIn. If you're a creator, you can also create newsletter, which goes directly to your connections inbox. You know, you can also do that. And then if you're a creator, you can also invite people to join your newsletter, join your article. So if you publish a new article, they get notification and stuff like that. And creator mode, if you manage to do something very extraordinary, you know, something outside of the box, very creative, new things happening in the professional landscape, you can be invited by LinkedIn. You can be invited by like Ellie interview or being featured on their main account on LinkedIn, which they have millions of followers. So those kind of things can further boost up your personal brand and your credibility, and perhaps boost your career as well. Okay, I hope that answered the.
Right. Let's come back to the Mr. Dawood Rafakat question. How the personal branding impacting on education when educator deliver his or her lecture in, I mean, maybe he's trying to ask, is it personal branding is impacting on the classroom management indirectly, I mean, offline compared to online, this LinkedIn profile?
Okay, I think what I understand is when you do webinar or lecture on LinkedIn platform, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if your content is small bites, you know, small bites. So if it's long, I would say it's much more harder for you to get people to follow you. But if you break it down into small bites like 13 and then some Q&A, so those kind of things can actually attract more people to go to your page and to connect with you even more because they want to learn more. And nowadays people love short videos. TikTok is really good with that, right? So people love short videos, short content, really easy to digest, fast, you know, fast. So those are the things that you can do as an educator if you want to. And at the same time, if you deliver your topic or your lecture really well, and you showcase to them that the way you present your content or your title, your topic, it's really fun, maybe through humor or something unique about you, then you are able to attract a possible collaboration or possible job opportunity, or being invited as a speaker for anything other than that, you know. So in terms of building your personal brand, definitely whatever that you do in the industry, even your small talk with your colleague at the office is also building your personal brand. Okay, so if you want to go to the extent of sharing, having live webinar, short webinar on the platform, go for it and see what are the impacts that are gonna come your way. Okay. I think that's the time that I have for today.
Yes, it's already 4 8 minutes. So I would like to request all participants to switch on the cameras so that we can have a group photo before we end the session. Anybody who would like to, yeah, thank you for coming on visually. Everybody ready? So I have 3 screens down here. So there's still 1-2 seconds available for you to come visually to the session. So I will start taking the photograph right now. So keep smiling. Page number 1. And number 3. All right. So thank you again for the fruitful session in this afternoon. And thank you for all the participation. And I would like, on behalf of the organizers, and apologize in case there is some technical faults or some weakness in during this presentation. And again, we would like to thank you, Ms. Aqiela, Ameera, for the very informative session. And we would like to maybe look forward to for you all to come in the future session. So please fill in the attendance link, which has been so the within attendance link. So with that, we thank you, Ms. Ameera.